Well, this video is about a problem I had while working on my Hamilton 974 pocket watch and the method I used to fix that problem. Well, the issue I had first off was in removing the jewels from the balance bridge. Well, I usually don't have any problem with the method I use. I just push the jewels out with my jewel pusher into some pith wood and they just pop right out pretty easily. But this time these jewels were so tight, I was really pushing hard on it, and I was kind of afraid I was going to crack the jewels. Well, after pushing down pretty hard, I finally got the jewels to pop on out. Well, after all that, I inspected them under my microscope, and they looked okay. I didn't see any cracks in them, so I just took them and cleaned them like I normally do. Well, after the cleaning and oiling, I went to install them back into the balance bridge. Well, after placing the jewels in the jewel hole in the balance bridge, I just take a piece of pegwood and press down on the pegwood, and that seats the jewels into the hole. Well, that's when I noticed another problem. I was having a tough time pushing those jewels into that hole. I was applying a lot of pressure to them, and they just didn't want to sit into the hole. Well, it felt like the jewels seated firmly, so I went ahead and installed the two screws that hold the jewels in to keep them from falling out. But I thought to myself, there's no way these jewels are going to fall out. I might not even need these screws. Well, then came that exciting moment. Time to put the balance assembly in and get this thing running. Only it didn't run. The balance didn't swing like it should normally, and it just kind of sat there dead in the water. I tried all kind of little adjustments, all kind of little tricks, maneuvering the balance wheel around, trying to reset it, but I just couldn't get it to work. Well, at this point I was getting pretty frustrated with it, and that's not a good thing to be frustrated when you're trying to work on a watch. Watch making is supposed to be kind of relaxing. So I just had to sit back and regroup. Now I noticed that the balance was really loose and wobbly. And my first thought was, man, I broke the balance staff pivots. Well, so I took out that balance assembly and checked the balance staff pivots, and those were in fine shape. The next thing I thought was, maybe I bent that balance bridge when I pushed out the jewels that were so hard to come out. So I had to stop for the night, and I went and told my wife that the watch I was restoring for that video wasn't turning out so good. And she said, well, you should have restored one that was in good working order. Well, I did a search on the internet that night about the problems I was having, and one of the suggestions was the jewels might not be pushed down all the way in the balance bridge, and there was too large of a gap that was causing the balance wheel to wobble up and down. Well, I had a solution for that problem. I'll just use my staking tool set and push that jewel down to close that gap, even though it looked like it was pushed down all the way. Now I'll be using this flat face punch and this round stump to be doing the job to push that jewel down. So when you're choosing your flat face punch, make sure it's the same diameter as the jewel setting. A punch that's too small or one that's too large could damage the setting when you use it to punch in the jewel. Well, I'm going to get everything lined up. Looks like everything's good, and a few light taps with the punch, and the jewel setting looks to be pushed down far enough. But I won't really know until I put it all back together, and we'll see how it runs. Well, if you got any comments, just leave them down there in the comment sections. I'd really like to hear from you. I try to read those every day. Also, subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Well, I got that balance assembly all back together. Let's see if that was the problem. Well, it looks like it's running. So I guess the jewel setting wasn't pushed down far enough in the balance bridge, and there was too much space between the balance staff pivots and the jewel, causing the balance to wobble. So that's how I fixed the problem of that wobbly balance, and it's another good use of my staking tool set.